We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic. Pandemic is not a word to use lightly.
Australia is on fire, and it's bigger than you think. 12.35 million acres of land have been burnt by bushfires so far.
Iran says it will take revenge for the U.S. killing of its most powerful military commander. General Qasem Soleimani died when his convoy was hit by a U.S. drone at Baghdad airport.
Its longest war. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo on hand in Doha, Qatar, as the deal with the Taliban delegation was announced, with the U.S. pledging to bring home U.S. troops if the Taliban meets certain conditions.
While a top Iranian official admits the Iranian people were lied to about the air disaster that has left 57 Canadians dead. That development this morning comes as new video emerges that shows 2 Iranian missiles hitting the passenger plane.
It all started with multiple firearm calls at a Portapic house down this country road.
I got one more step closer, I could see blood, and he wasn't moving. I shut my flashlight off, I turned around and I ran for my life in the dark.
Let's begin today in Minnesota, where tensions between protesters and police reached a boiling point following the death of George Floyd.
If you're just tuning in, you are watching our correspondent, Omar Jimenez, being arrested by state police in Minnesota. We're not sure why our correspondent is being arrested.
Hang on 1 second.
This fire event is a historic event. It is a life-risk plume-dominated fire. Track resources, disengage all firefighting activities. Encourage citizen evacuation on the way out.
As the international community pleaded with Armenia and Azerbaijan to stop fighting, they did the opposite. Now, in its 4th day, violence is increasing in the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh, and it threatens to spread outside the immediate conflict zone.
The saga of the use of chemical weapons in Syria has been long and horrific. But now, finally, the results of a technical investigation that finds the Assad regime responsible.
Protests have erupted in Armenia after its prime minister agreed to a peace deal with Azerbaijan. The truce ends the fighting in the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh and allows Azerbaijan to keep its territorial gains.
CNN projects Joseph R. Biden Jr. is elected the 46th president of the United States, winning the White House and denying President Trump a second term.
We are out here to come and rejuvenate and network and build as people. To come and do something better, we are proving that right here in Seattle, the world can change.
We're not fighting the military. We're not trying to secede from the United States. If we do, then we're losing all the progress we're actually trying to make.
Tragic new numbers on the pandemic and the heartbreaking human toll. Yesterday, the United States had the single deadliest day since this pandemic began. More than 3,100 Americans died from the coronavirus. Now that shatters a previous single-day record, and that was set back in April.
In videos posted online, a huge fire can be seen burning in the port. Then, a large explosion. A massive mushroom-like cloud and a shockwave causing a powerful blast.
Pivoting back to the coronavirus, hospital beds across the country are becoming scarce as ICUs attempt to deal with the surge of coronavirus cases following Thanksgiving. More than 100,000 people are reported to be in hospitals due to COVID, another all-time high since the pandemic started.